Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of WWE Supercard. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. This is a special non-numbered Super Sunday whatever episode about the art of perseverance. Okay, and first we're gonna have a network error, but we're gonna get past it, and that's kind of what perseverance means: to be able to have the brain, the desire, the will to keep on going in the face of adversity. This is the timer, 1 hour, and I'm going to start it right meow. Alright, there it is. And in this hour, I'm going to be playing Road to Glory and trying to get closer to Andre the Giant. If it sounds like I'm not very excited, I'm not. I'm up to 50 to 250. I have 19 hours, or 20 hours, and I have 100 matches to play. I can't do any plus sixes, but I figured, I know there's a lot of other people in my boat, or in any boat, just boats sailing across the shore, that sometimes you have to put in the time, you put in the work. And this is going to go for a lot of things. A lot of it's going to be rambly, because that's kind of what I do. Sometimes I might react to what I'm doing on the screen, and other times I might just go on tangents abound. You know, basically, I didn't want to do a live stream of this because I wanted to be just with my thoughts and with you, talking to you directly, and to let you know that there's times where you want something, you can get it. It just takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of effort. For example, this card is going to take a lot of time and effort. And I'm also figuring out, I know exactly where I started, and I know that where I am in an hour will be further. And wherever you are, this is also a great episode to come back to for grinding, for PCCs, for RTGs, for LMNOPs, for Team PCCs, for everything. This episode is designed so that you will succeed. Because one of the things you can do is distract yourself into doing long, repetitive tasks of work. One historical thing that people did back in the times of slavery is work songs. Okay, now these are almost like work streams. All right, we're working and streaming, and I think I just lost. Oh no, wait, good, thank goodness. That would be a horrible way to start this thing. All right, so was it speed charisma? Well, this is bad. We're gonna lose this first one. I haven't lost any plus twos yet, and here I go. I start recording, and I lose my first one, and that's wonderful. I'm sarcastic right now. Man. Well, anyway, but the whole point is perseverance. All right, there's a time. If you have a goal, some of you might have goals to graduate high school. Some of you might have goals to finish in the top 50 leaderboard in an event of this game. Some of you might want to run for public office. Some of you might want to have 100,000 subscribers or even 1 million subscribers. But the important thing is, whatever you choose, you can do. All right, there's very few little things that I cannot do in my life. I know I cannot give birth, but everything else, for right now, I can learn how to do and succeed in it. There's times where people thrive on bringing other people down, whether it's in forms of control, whether it's forms of abuse, despair, and you can get through it. You know, some of the historical people in our in our day and age have gone through a whole lot of stuff. If you ever want to talk about perseverance, talk about, just think of people that actually made a difference in the world. Nelson Mandela was jailed for many, many years. And he eventually still became, the president of South Africa. All right, we can win this. That's good. Less than 2 years ago, this game didn't exist. The NBA game may have come out by now in 2014. But this game did not exist. And now we're in the big updates of Season 2. On Twitter today, I did see some footage of what appears to be the Season 2 Fusion Chamber. We'll see if that actually is real or not down the road. I don't think we'll see it for any time soon. And if we do see it sometime soon, it won't have the WrestleMania cards. The WrestleMania cards won't be out till June or July, because that just makes sense. But this one, we're in good shape here. Even if we get another tag team, we'll win, which is a good start. I know that sometimes I just ramble about a whole bunch of stuff. And that's okay. For some reason, the stuff that I talk about, my voice and the things that are on my brain and in my mind, they resonate with people, or else you guys would not be watching. And for some of the things in here, I might just say, hey, you should write, yeah, buddy, plus 198, pow, or just plus 198, pow, in the comments, and I know that you watched this far. And then other people will know that you watched this far. And I'll do that a couple other times. Easter eggs, if you will. But we've won a game. That's one game with 99 games left in under 20 hours. And I'm going to tell you, barring some unforeseen circumstance, like family emergency or just some other thing, I will get the card that I'm looking for. And anytime you accomplish something where you've worked hard for it, there's just a true sense of accomplishment. I remember every time that I've gone through one of these events, I just always feel like I've done so much. And this is just for a road to glory in this sense. We're losing badly already, which is great. Not really. But every journey begins with a single step. Every 1,000-mile journey begins with a single step. Or whatever that quote is. I know I'm misquoting. And there's some weird things. There's another reason I've been wanting to make a video like this. Because I am finding that I get more distracted these days. I'm finding that my brain gets a little cloudier than it used to be. Because I'm always thinking about too many things at once. And that's why I've slowed my brain down and my mouth down to try to compensate for the things I really want to get off my chest. I really love this game. I really love playing this game. I really love the fact that this game has brought you here. I love the fact that so many of you have shared that you look up to me because of these videos, but not just because of that, but because you see who I am in these videos. You see what I'm about. And if you haven't really watched a lot of them, I'm about making the best out of my life while I'm here. I'm also about the things that make me want to do that. Also, it's an innate thing. It's something that just feels like in my heart that I don't need to bring somebody down to make myself feel better. I want everybody else to feel a sense of empowerment, a sense of belonging, a sense of community, a sense of building people up. I'm a builder of friendships, relationships, dreams, goals, and hopes. And when I see that other people really respond to that, it makes me feel like I'm really just doing what I'm supposed to be doing in my time on this planet. And I've always really thought about time as as far as it's a finite resource, you know, and that's why there's certain things that I don't do anymore. Like back in the day, you know, in the 2000 area, I was very good at a card game called Magic the Gathering. A lot of you know it. Some of you play it, I'm sure. And I would play in tournaments. And these tournaments would go on for hours and hours. All right? Even just a simple 8-man draft, if you win the whole thing, you know, 3 rounds of Swiss, and then, you know, quarters, semis. Well, you know, depending on how many people, top 8, quarters, semis, you know, you're playing 6 rounds. If you go all the way, then that's 6 hours plus a little bit of time, you know, if maximum time is used. And then you have to go to the event, and some of these events were far away, and sometimes you need a hotel and staying around and stuff. So, I mean, those things just take up so much time. Like, I used to love playing online poker when I could, back before, you know, Black Friday, or Black Monday, I think it was Black Friday. Whatever it was. I had stopped playing at that point. Where you can't play online anymore. At least in my state, in New York. Other states have gambling and stuff. But it's the competitivity. You know, it's the competition. The sense of, you know, trying to be the best at something. And, wow, we're really getting messed up with these tag teams. My deck does not have the left and right arrow goodness as it used to have. Look at this. I mean, it happens all the time now. We're going to try to use this. But, yeah, it's going to be a loss, I think. Well, actually, no, it's going to be a big loss. But anyways, the whole point of that is I stopped, and I never have ever done a real tournament, like, for poker, except for, like, you know, when I first got to this place, there's a house tournament type thing. And, you know, it still was hours long. You know, when it was a school night, you know. But this is where I'm going to use him because I can still do the tag team if I need to. Oh, it's a limit power. Okay. Hey, Sean, how's it going? But anyway, I have stopped doing things that take up too much time. Or try to, because time is precious. Time is a wonderful thing. And one of the things I've been having problems with lately is that, to me, that I know, and this is really something that's been hitting me since Dad has passed away, but it's been there for the last few years. I know I will never have enough time to do everything that I wished I could do. Everything that I hoped I could do. I will always want to have one more day, even if I know that it's going to be my last, for whatever reason. You know, if I'm in the hospital down the road, you know, my time here on this planet is limited, and I'm always going to want more. I'm always going to want more time because I love being alive. I love breathing. I love the feeling when I hear some beautiful music. I love the progress of a group of kids that may not sound so good at one point, and then when we nail something at another point, as far as like 3-part harmony or something like that. I love the feeling when I get something, a card, where you like a ladder reward, where you wait and wait and wait and wait for a reward, and then you finally get it, and it's something that you wanted. Oh wow, we lost that. That stunk. You know, there's just so much love in my heart, and I think that's what keeps me going a lot of the times. You know, there are times where I just flat out feel lonely. There's not many of them, and one of the things that I'm very aware of on social media is too many people only share the good stuff. A few people only share the bad stuff. And I share all of the stuff. Okay? The good stuff, the bad stuff, the happy, the sad. Because I choose to, really. Oh, that stinks. I choose to try to be a good person. I choose to want to do the best that I can. I want to help people find their voice, and that's why I've done, I think, 4 of those shout-out contests, and that's why I've done different things here and there. Speed charisma. Let's hopefully not see an event card. Oh yeah, baby! Boom! I like that. I like it a lot. But here we are. We've done 15 minutes of this video, and we've gotten how many games won? I believe it's 4. 4 games. We've played 5. It takes about 3 minutes a game. When you figure in all of the thinking that you have to do at this level, you know, these games are not like easy. And as I said, I'm just going to be rambling on about all sorts of stuff. The fact that my dad ever got to play this game and to start from nowhere to get to where he got was amazing. You know, season 1 and season 2. You know, like he got to get an event card. That's something I've never done still. And he got it with no titles. You know, he never knew how to spend money on this game, which is probably a good thing. You know, because it helps my inheritance, I guess. But mom got everything, so that's neither here nor there. Oh, you know what? You know what I hate? I hate when I think it's a tag team and then it's not. Oh, here we go. All right, so anyways, oh, he couldn't have procced, of course. But I just feel an overjoy of happiness making this video right now, because I thought about it and I just thought, you know, I'm not looking forward to this grind, and it's a grind, and it's gonna be, you know, 4 wins in 15 minutes means 16 wins in an hour if I lose 1 out of every 5, which also means that's 32 points an hour, which means I'll have to play a bunch of hours in the next time. I'm also spending the afternoon with my mom. We're going to be watching Star Wars because that was something that we had planned to do. That was something that I would have done with my dad. And that was something that mom and I had planned to do. And the day we were going to go, like, it had already come out of the theater there in Oneida, New York, which is near where my mom lives. And I looked early enough Thursday, so I could have driven out there and watched it Thursday night, but mom really didn't want to. So I'm really going to enjoy this. I only saw it once in the theater. Wow, we're going to lose this probably. That's not a good feeling. I hope that we win it. That would be good. All right, so solo match, power, charisma. Well, we've got a hope here. All right, that's good. Now we got to hope for a tag team. That's good. All right, yay! Perseverance. Remember, that's what this whole thing is about. Not giving up. You know, you got to, like, never give up. But sometimes you have to have wisdom along with perseverance. For example, if it's something like a People's Champion Challenge, where you know you've got to spend a lot of time on it, and you have family events or school, you know, or work or whatever, and you can't get out of doing whatever, you know what I mean, the responsibilities, let's just narrow that down. That's one of the reasons why I don't really enjoy People's Champion Challenges, especially because, oh, look at JB is the 10-point wall. Because I always teach Thursday and Friday. And I know the one time over vacation, over Christmas vacation, winter vacation, where I could have gotten Jack Swagger, I didn't want to use titles, and I was doing very well, but there was just so much other stuff going on. And spending the last day of the PCC with my family was way more valuable to me than trying to grind for a card that's now already obsolete. You know, the in a sense. You know, Event Survivor Pros are not as anywhere near as important as this event card right now. You know, it's almost, you know, his power, Andre the Giant's power is going to be over 6,000. That's double what Swagger's would be. But anyway, I have already decided that I'm going to try to get some of these WrestleMania PCC cards, even though I don't enjoy playing. That was another one I thought it was a tag team toughness. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're tough. Excuse me. I just want you to know that you can do it. And the more you know about stuff, the more you research, the more that you understand where research comes from, the more where you look things up yourself, the more that you're going to feel like you have control over your life and your destiny. Now, I know that because a lot of people watch these videos and a lot of people think that I know a lot about the game. And I know I think a lot about the game, and therefore I know a bunch of stuff. But I'll never know what the Survivor is to a ring domination, you know, before the ring domination comes up, you know. But there's people that'll ask me so many questions. I'll never be able to force somebody to join your team, you know. And there's a whole team room for that, looking for team. I mean, it's there. You know, us YouTubers don't have a magic bullet that's going to help you find a team that's great. You know, there's a finite number of teams, you know, a finite number of people playing the game. Poo cup break. And, you know, we can't just give you stuff, you know. But so many times people see people, you know, on the internet that do giveaways and things, and it makes you not want to work for something. I will tell you this, in all of my experiences in life, it has been far more satisfying and awesome when I had to work for something to get it. Okay? For example, this channel, I'd been making videos a long time before I decided that I really wanted to branch out and to start something different so I could get a bigger audience, so I could help make the world a better place. I mean, it was never about money. You know, this is never about money. It's about knowing that I have a voice and the silly songs are awesome. The fun stuff I do it's for me, it's way fun. And when you think about it, you know, I was making videos on YouTube for over 6 years, you know, since November 26, 2007, before I even made a gaming video. And the funny thing is, it was on this little iPod Touch and this computer, actually. I played some retro games. I actually can't remember if my first game was Rampage, the old school Rampage, and I had to figure out how to record the computer screen. I had to figure out how to record this with a reflector, and I noticed in a lot of people's descriptions, they never share that information as if it was like a holy grail of stuff. And that's one of the reasons why I always share it. It's been in over 700, 800 of my videos where how I've recorded these. And I have to upgrade this because I really don't use Action much at all anymore. I pretty much use OBS because it's just easy. And because also Action doesn't work when I'm recording when I have to use Reflector or whatever. I'm using Bluestacks right now to play the game, and I'm using OBS to record the game. And new software is going to come out all the time. You know, this is actually BlueStacks 1 because I didn't like how BlueStacks 2 always looked. I didn't like how it looked, you know. And you know, I could resize stuff, but it would always have the black bars or whatever. And, you know, just things that annoyed me. And it was funny. I think it was I want to say it was World's Dopest. I think it was just, he wrote a tweet about it the other day or something. But the whole point is, I was looking for an app to play that, I don't even know if I was looking. I was just looking for a game to play. I hadn't decided I wanted to just do mobile at that point when Supercard came out. I had done some app gaming through the Kamcord app, which used to only work with certain games. It was well before it was a streaming platform. And, you know, I had talked to a couple people. One of the guys that's in charge of Kamcord now, I think he was in charge of it then, or part of it, also named Eric, who's a really cool guy. And, you know, he helped me out, like, get my first video starting. And that always made me feel cool, you know. And at that point, I'd still had over 10,000 subscribers because of the music stuff and the gaming and musical comedy and, you know, all that sort of those things. I'd been to multiple VidCons already. The first VidCon was in 2010. And, you know, I'd been around a bunch of people that do this for a living. You know, like-minded individuals is a really wonderful thing. And that's what I love about how this game, it was an idea. I watched the 4 or 5 videos that were up about Supercard when it came out. And I just had an idea. It's like, I really enjoy this game. And I'll bet if I make videos of this, people will watch. And I remember the first video, this was back where the 301 counter would happen. What that is for those of you that haven't been around a while, views used to freeze at 301 because it couldn't catch up. Okay? And my first 3 Supercard videos, I think my first 3, did not break that counter. All right, it always came up. And then, you know, more and more people were looking for the game, so it broke the counter every time. And that was just a great feeling because that hadn't happened for quite a while, since back when I had like 5,000 subscribers, and every little music song I was doing, because of the kind of the success of the Bok Bok Chicken song, which is probably one of the best minute and 30 seconds of my life, where it was just completely made up. I did not know I was writing a song about chicken when I pressed record. I pressed record, came up with the chords, and I was like, oh, this is a song about chicken in my head. And it's been viewed hundreds of thousand times, like 200,000 times. And it was on the radio here. This is in 2009. I've got a picture over there on my wall from where I got to play that in front of 1,500 people on Halloween in 2009. And that has never left me. You know, those experiences never left me. And I always knew that if I didn't give up, I would, and as long as I was still having fun and everything, you know, more and more people would find my channel, and more people would probably think I was cool, because a lot of people in my regular life, they think I'm awesome. You know, Big E Dude was a greeting, because my nickname was Big E, and it was like, Big E Dude, what's going on? How you doing? You know, that's something I've never forgotten. You know, I do have a lot of charisma, but I also have a lot of heart, you know, and I'm trying to make everybody's life awesome, and part of that is because it makes my life awesome. You know, and in this video, we're almost at about halfway of playing, and we've only lost that one time, which was kind of funny. Oh, no, wait, did we lose twice? I think we lost twice. No, wait, did we pull out that one? Whatever. As I said, I'm worried a little bit about my brain in the future. I'm just mentally conflicted right now. And part of it is age. You know, I'm 42 now. And I think part of it is just because I'm trying to say words that will resonate for a long time, so that you could come back to this video, you know, in 2 years or 3 years, or who knows how long these videos will last as far as, like, but theoretically, this is here forever. Think about when I look like this guy with the RIP. All of Dad's videos are up there, and he's just a guy in front of a computer playing a game, having a blast. And that's what Dad did. He just let a lot of other people into his world. And he played games that were old school. Like, he loved to play Master of Orion, even though, and I'm talking about the original Master of Orion. That video game is, we lost this one. That game is from the 90s, and he was still playing it in 2015, I want to say. He played it a couple times at least, because he found the Internet Archive had it. Every day, I think about what I want to do that day. I always make these little lists. Sometimes they all get done. Sometimes I forget to write stuff down, like Thursday. The first thing it says is remember. And what that meant to me was remember to be the person that you want to be. All right? And then, schoolwork, grade 30 test, 30-week test, appointment at 2:30. I had some heart ultrasounds. And I remember the first time I had a heart ultrasound, I was, partying a bunch. And my resting heart rate was 90 during that, which is bad. And, this one, it was anywhere from 59 to 62. So I felt really, really good. And just like that sort of stuff has really, really been great. And, I got that done well. So but every day I've got one of these things. Like when I'm during school. Weekends, not so much, because I just kind of relax. But during the summer, I do it all the time. So I feel like I'm accomplishing something, because every day is a gift. I don't know when or which day will be my last, but I want to make sure that every day matters. Whenever I'm feeling down, I will watch the movie Dead Poet Society, because the whole message behind that film is seize the day, carpe diem. Or carpe noctem, seize the night. And we're up to 68. We won 9 games so far. And that's not bad. But I'll watch that movie to remind me that an idea goes a long way. The idea of me making these videos and playing this game and playing other games is a really cool idea. Like down the road, I mean, I'm at right this moment when I'm watching this, when I'm playing this game, I have over 86,000 500 subscribers. And the funny thing is, if I watch this in a couple of years, who knows how many I could have? I could have 6. Everybody could unsubscribe to me, and I could have 6 people that are still subscribed to me. Or, maybe more and more people find my stuff. Maybe more and more people really enjoy the stuff. And, who knows? The possibilities are limitless. And also because I am open to these possibilities. Every now and then, I think about what ifs. What if my former wife and I never grew apart? Would I be making this video right now? I can't see that. We lost. I thought that was another tag team. I keep doing that. Oh, this is bad. Well, it's not as bad as it could have been. But I just think about the things. What if the world's hardest thing I've gone through in my life, the end of that relationship, which is the hardest thing I've gone through in my life. I couldn't eat right. It was hard. but we were always respectful to each other, and that's why she is still my friend today, which is awesome. But I think about those things because if you don't think about where you've been, and this is my opinion and a lot of other people's opinions, you can't really expect where you would think to be going. It's not like every day, or like one day I just woke up and I said, oh, I'm just going to make YouTube videos for a living. Because that's never happened. I think it would be really amazing that if, long term, let's say maybe 5 years from now, maybe I am not enjoying teaching and the paperwork and all the other things, the icky parts. Maybe I don't want to teach until I'm 55. And a lot of people have asked me that, would I? And then maybe like if I was making enough from the YouTube and online presence and all that stuff, maybe I would do that. And maybe I would leave the teaching field earlier than 55. Then again, maybe once I know that I just keep making these videos and maybe the economic factors make it so I wouldn't have to work and I would have enough saved up. I save all of my YouTube stuff. Like my money from YouTube is all in savings and or, investments. Maybe I would just really love to be teaching where it didn't feel like a job. And most times it doesn't feel like a job because I know that I really matter and the stuff that I do is stuff that will stay with people for a long, long time. When I see people, I can't recharge those guys yet. I just think about the wonderful things that every day I try to do. And you know what? There's good days and bad days. Oh, hello. Some days are better than others. Some days are worse than others. And you know what? Down the road, I might just watch this video myself just as a reminder of, hey, maybe originally you thought you were making this for other people, and maybe you're having a hard time, or maybe you're having an amazing time, and you just want some retrospect, and I'll remember this video, because it's going to be called, like something cool, or like the art of perseverance, or something like that, and, not giving up. When you can. I should have hit next page, I guess. I mean, you see how far I've come in just the 2 years I've been making these videos. You've seen how far I've come in this video playing this game right now. And can you imagine how far you'll go if you decide that you want to make videos? And that's one of the things I love, seeing new people make videos. Hey JB, what's up? Hey Viper. Like the people in my last shout out video thing. People like Red Mist and people like Alexican. They make some really great content, and all of the ones I've ever shouted out. It's just amazing. We're going to save those two. How great their content is and how little people are watching yet. Okay? Remember, this is stuff that can be learned. I respond to a lot of comments, even though I don't do it anywhere near as much as I used to, or it feels like I don't. But then again, a lot of times there's a lot more comments. And, and I've talked about how things are different for me at school this year because the guy who was the go-to guy for everything, he retired. And so I'm the go-to guy for stuff. And, I used to be able to play more at school. And now I'm not. I'm not able to because there's just so many different things going on. But that's okay. everything changes. When I was making videos this last year, this right now, a year ago, like you see JB, who, congratulations, he just hit 20,000 subscribers. And a couple of years from now, he'll have a lot more because he really enjoys what he's doing and he's having a lot of fun doing it. He had 3,000 people in his stream on Twitch, when the WrestleMania packs went live and that sort of stuff. Down the road, think about how big all of us could be. Try to think of yourself. If you're just starting out, you could at some point. I really should have used that speed thing, huh? Was that at the end of this one? Did I lose? Oh, okay, good. We're not dead yet. Power speed. Well, that looks like it's a job for this guy. All right, yeah. You're not very fast, which is good. But think of yourself in 4 dimensions. Okay? Speed charisma. Oh, look, I have a speed charisma right there. And we have a tag team here. All right. Speed charisma. That's as long as... Oh, they didn't proc either, so I think we win. I hope we did. Yeah, buddy. All right, this should be good. All right, thanks, Brock. Daniel Bryan beats Brock Lesnar again, or whatever. But anyways, as I said, this is a whole lot of rambling. But everything I'm trying to talk about is about perseverance. Trying to do the best you can every day. Like our family motto or axiom or belief that my mom has talked about in the last couple of days is you do the best you can with what you have, and you always have a lot. Whether you think you do or not, you do. You have power. You have mental power. You have goals. And it doesn't have to be about making videos. Maybe you want to make a sports team. Maybe you want to, predict every WrestleMania event matchup. Or maybe you want to, get into academics or anything. There's so many things to accomplish in life. And maybe you will help save the world. And maybe you will invent something that does really, really great stuff. And hopefully, you'll also have the wisdom to make sure that maybe something that you could do or create doesn't hurt a lot of people. Because we are all in this together. And if you just had that song go in your head, that's funny. Oh, come on, dude. We procced and I was happy, and then he procced and I was sad. If you do something that cuts people down, it's not really good. Now, competitive, happily trash talk, as long as people know there's respect behind it, that is a different thing. Okay, that's where, people that, in sports or gaming sometimes are very competitive people. But you can be competitive and respectful at the same time. And that's what I try to do. It's not an act. That's who I am. That's what I believe. I don't want somebody to have an off game or an off day so that I know I'll win. I want to beat somebody when they're at their best, or to perform my best when they're at their best. You know what I mean? It's just the best in competing. I never want people to only just, mail it in, or, you know what I mean? I always want to try the best. Because that's just perseverance. I've overcome some adversity in my life, but I will never have as much adversity as other people in other situations. Some people have real, true survival stories, and I just look up to those people. I look up to a lot of people, but I just know that there's something in my brain that no matter how famous or important somebody is perceived or made out to be. We're all just people. So you just treat people with respect and dignity, and they'll treat you with respect and dignity. Like in the comments, like I always write back to people as if I'm your friend. You know? Because I don't ever get too cocky with the stuff. You know, sometimes, you know, like confidence and cockiness are closely related, but in the sense that I do stuff, or the how I hope to do stuff, is I always want to be perceived as somebody that really cares about everybody, because I want the best. And you know, I found out a little bit about my dad more from, you know, after he passed, from Mom and stuff. Like when his first job, it was down in New York City. He worked for the Department of Labor, and one of the things he did, and I didn't ever know this, he helped former people that had been in jail. He helped people get jobs, and he didn't look at them as people that, you know, that were broken. Well, I mean, he always gave them a chance, and I think that was just really cool. He never judged somebody because of their past. He always judged, or he always tried to do the best for people for their future. You know, there's some saying or something where, like, you know, heaven or something helps those who help themselves, or something like that. And a lot of those people were always so thankful that, you know, he gave him a chance. And then, you know, maybe part of it was like he was doing his job, but Mom said no, that was just who he was. And I've got that within me. You know, I just want to do the best for everybody that I'm around. Okay, how do I do this? We're going to save the rock. We're going to just undertake this. And, you know, like I said, there's just a lot of rambling. Because I want to remember this video as a time where I just kind of slowed it down a little bit. You know, I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to really do anything other than inspire people and to really just keep playing, to not give up. You saw where I was at the beginning of this video, and we're about 47 minutes into it. And you've seen that I've been able to talk, and able to share, and able to dream, and able to hope, and able to think about who I am, what I want to be, and what my goals are for the future. My goal for the immediate future is to get this card. My goal for the long-term future is to become a large enough YouTuber to where they would bring me places to meet people. So I wouldn't have to pay to, like, travel and stuff. So, like, they would bring me, whoever they are, like, convention people or whatever. Like, so that, say, maybe Playlist Live would want me to, you know, come down there to meet people and stuff, and not have to pay for the event, or you know, something like that. That would just be amazing. Or you know, fly me to England to be at some event there, some gaming convention, or just something. Or fly me to Singapore, because I know there's been some people down there that have sent me, in Malaysia and places like Kuala Lumpur, you know, like places where, you know, world places that would just be amazing to visit. I can only think of, if I keep doing this stuff and more people just keep watching, some of these opportunities might present themselves just out of nowhere, you know, and that would just be amazing. You know, I would love it if we ever got big enough for that would just happen, you know. But do I worry about it? No. You know, I would be having fun making these videos if 10 people watch them. And that's really why I know this is cool. Why I know this is something that I could do for a long time. Look at Dad. He was 72 and making videos. You know? He made videos till, You know, he couldn't make videos anymore. And he loved it. He loved the fact that he loved it for the same reasons I love it. When you look at your analytics and you see that these many people from these countries all over the world have watched you when you're just sitting here in your house or whatever with a camera that's a webcam that's on top of a Powerade Zero bottle, you know. And I've lived in this house 5 years now. I closed on April 1st, 2011, and I own it. I don't owe anybody on it. And it's just amazing, like, 5 years ago, I think is when I wrote the... I don't even know if I had written the I Love Cheese song. That was another one I was really happy about. It just kind of happened. Yeah, we'll just do this one. But the fact that now I can say the word giraffe in a comment and people would know that to look at my videos or whatever, or to look at your videos, that's just so cool. That became a thing. Because I have a finger giraffe. I don't even know if it's over here. Like, here's the... Where is it? Is it in this box? I got my chickens, my bok chickens. Oh, yeah. Giraffe, that whole thing exists because of this. Because somebody, a fan of you out there, a fan of me out there, gave me that giraffe. Isn't that ridiculous? It's awesome. You know? And the Mr. Bacon thing, the fact that, I mean, the team that I'm on is called Mr. Bacon. This little thing was a gag gift from my sister years ago. Isn't that amazing? And Mr. Bacon Rockstar Duck. Well, the Rockstar Duck you up. That was a gift. Wait, the Rockstar Duck, the original Rockstar Duck, I think, was for Christmas too. I can't remember. And if it was a gift, I screwed up. Oh, Epic Triple H out of nowhere. That's kind of cool. Hey, Dean. What's up? Here we go. But I'm starting to feel like I lose my brain every now and then. Because I used to remember everything that everybody got for me ever. You know, and as time goes on, more and more stuff happens. More and more stuff is given to me. And I forget some of those things. And that's sad. But I've still got them all. I've never thrown out anything I've gotten from anybody for a fan thing. And I've had that post office box now for over a year, I think. Which I think is just amazing. And if you would like to send me fan mail, the link's in the description. bigedude, P.O. Box 29, Yorkville, New York, 13495. And the reason I chose that post office was because it's easier to get to than the one in Utica from where I am. Because I live in West Utica. And it's just amazing. You're all amazing. And the fact that I'm making this long video just to try to get a card is cool, in my opinion. And if you've watched this long, you should write Dunlop Yellow Pick, because this video is for you. If you've watched this long, this video wasn't for me. This video was for you. Something that I was saying, or the ability that you wanted to, you know, have something to grind to, to play longer. That's why I made the video. You know, it's like you can make a video for more than one reason. For me, right now, the biggest reason is to play to get this card. That's the biggest reason for me right now. But as time passes, in 6 or something hours, this video might be what helps you get the card you're looking for. This video might be what inspires you to make a video, or inspires you to make videos again, or inspires you to learn. There's so many different things on building an audience and trying to engage people and communities, and finding out how to use tags, how to reply to comments, how to encourage people to like and share and subscribe to your videos. Like, one of the cool things that I ever did for this channel was that click here to subscribe song. Thank you if you already did. I was like, oh yeah, because everybody like they subscribe. It's like, you know what? There's gonna be so many times where, you know, you can only subscribe once. You know, it's like, oh, I'm subscribing, I subscribe again. You know, and I just thought when I made that little ditty, you know, it's like what 6 seconds long, because I already had gaming and musical comedy. Yeah, buddy. I always thought that was a really cool introduction. And a lot of you like it too, because you just sang it in your head. Yeah, buddy. But like once you've already subscribed, you know, that doesn't work for you. You know? Because like, yeah, I already subscribed. Thanks for thinking about me. So, it wasn't like something that took a long time. It was just like played on there. Click here to subscribe. And then I just thought, well, if they've already subscribed, I should thank them. Thank you if you already did. Simple. You know? Simple. Biggie doing Biggie stuff. And let's look at this. We are at 80 points now. It's been a little under an hour, and we've gotten 30 points. So that means, with 170 points to go, I need to play 5.5 hours to get the card. And I only lost like once or twice, because I can't remember still if I lost the second one. I can laugh at myself and like, yeah, you lost twice now, buddy. And I'm going to play these 2 bouts. And in the second bout is when this timer will go off. And then I will feel like I accomplished something. And hopefully you'll feel like you accomplished something in the fact that maybe you got a bunch of places. And that's why I say this is something that you should come back to when you need to grind. Because you can do this. This is just time. You can get the card that you want if you're willing to put in the work. If you're willing to put in the time. And you don't need title matches or whatever. You know, if you get a good enough, if you play enough during the week, and you play in events and you log in every day, you're going to get to the point where you can get event cards without having to use title matches, because you'll just play. Now, for this WrestleMania, this is ridiculous. It's just plain ridiculous. And, you know, when title matches drop, if you're grinding in for free, save them up. Don't use them until you got to go to these +2s. And you'll be able to, especially for PCCs, save them up. Because if you know you're going to put the time in, you know, it'll give you that much needed happy boost near the end where you're just stressing out about getting the points. That's a tip right there that'll probably get somebody a WrestleMania card in a PCC one day. Or not, you know. Neither here nor there. But here I am, this one guy in his house, 42 years old, is trying to make the world a better place. And I feel good. I feel good about making this video on a special Sunday. And I'm barely crying. I feel good that I talked about some of the things that really have made me who I am. You know? I feel good that one of the hardest things I ever had to endure, like the breakup of my marriage, has really turned into something really, really wonderful. You know, I could not imagine that I would ever have started really making YouTube videos if I was still in that particular relationship. And maybe I still would have. Maybe we would have just realized, hey, let's do this or something. I don't know if I'd ever gotten into gaming. You know, I don't know. There's so many things that you don't know. And that's okay. You don't have to worry and beat yourself up over the past if something bad happened. You can learn from it. Like, for example, we did the Lion King Jr., and one of the things is when Rafiki tells Simba, you know, when he beats him with a stick, it's like, ow! What'd you do that for? Like, he's worried about facing his past. That really hurts. What? And he says, it doesn't matter. It's in the past. It's like, well, the past can hurt. And he goes, yes, sometimes the past can hurt. You can either, whatever. I forgot the quote. Oh my God. Or you can run from it, or you can learn from it. He swings with the stick again, and he misses. You know, because he learned that getting hit by the stick will hurt him. You know? And in a few seconds, you're going to hear something that's going to remind you of something. Time is up. We're going to dismiss that. But our time is limited here. That's why, like, I always hope that you are in the best of health. And, you know, some of us have habits that aren't as good as others. And sometimes those habits are a little self-destructive. Like, I know, I want to say Noah he punched the wall the other day. He's told me this in the stream I did. And I said, don't punch the wall, just go like this. Ah! And it will get out that aggression and that anger. Just do it a little bit longer and like, but if you punch the wall will win. Always. Even if you put a hole in it, it will still win. Because either one, your hand will hurt or you will break it. And number two, you have to fix the wall. So it wastes more of your time. Remember, you never get back. There's no reset button. There's no redo. There's no respawn in our lives. You just have to. Aw, what a proc. Stupid. Way to go, Heath. That was kind of cool. But, uh-oh. Please win. Oh, no. Solo match power toughness. Okay. Well, okay, thank you. I was worried. I almost lost that one. And then I would have lost either one or two or three times. But anyways, in closing, don't give up if you have a goal. All right. In this hour long, I got 34 points. So I got 17 wins. I only played 18 or 19 matches. And I know that if I'm focused on stuff, I'll click a lot faster, or I'll know what I need to do, depending on if I'm watching something or, you know, and that sort of thing. So, 34 points, 5 more hours. Well, I've got this card. Lucky for me, I've got time. We didn't get a WrestleMania card though. I really wanted one. Wouldn't it be great if I got one right now? It would be really cool. No, just got Seth. For a second, I believed. Anyways, I've got 19 hours. I've got this. But anyways, I love you all so much. Thanks for watching this. And if you watch the whole thing, I'm not going to tell you what to say now. I would like you to write something in the comments about something that's a goal of yours or a dream that you've maybe put on hold or maybe forgot that it was a dream. Some things that I'm currently working on is making content to hopefully get to 100,000 subscribers. I got to 62,235, which is how many people the census said they were in Utica, New York, 2010. And my goals right now, I'm trying to find a song from 1995 or 96 that I heard in a bar in Cornwall, Ontario. And I keep listening to all sorts of, it's a acid trance or hard trance. It's got a vocal line in it. And I've said it once or twice in a video or two, but I'm looking for it and I can't find it yet on the internet. And I only ever heard it at that one bar. I think it was Freddy's, I want to say. And it's 20 years old, but I still hear that song in my head, and I know someday I'll find that song or find the ability to find the song, and I will just feel like there's a reason I'm looking for it right now, and I'm always going to be trying to do the best I can with what I have. And right now, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say good luck. And say you can do this. My challenge to you is to do something today or soon for 1 hour. And focus on what the task at hand is or the goal. And do it. I just played this for an hour. But I also talked because I wanted to share who I am, what I'm about, and to inspire you to maybe do the same. Or to just listen to my voice and just play the game. Okay? Alright, love it no time. Blink, 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 bye, bye, bye. Yeah, buddy. And always be good in your neighborhood. This is bigedude saying bye-bye. For now. Till tomorrow.